This video is about Lawrence Kohlberg's world-renowned theory of moral development. This is a psychologically proven theory. The theory basically talks about various stages of moral reasoning, development, and the implications of the concept of morality. The definition of morality keeps changing till a child becomes a well-informed adult, and this theory simply provides structure to those gradual changes. Lawrence Kohlberg was born on October 25, in the year 1927. He was born in Bronxville, New York, U.S. He was an American psychologist, and he was famous for his well-known theory of moral development. Kohlberg completed his graduation from Phillips Academy in Andover, Massachusetts, in 1945. Subsequent to serving in the U.S. Trader Marine, he went away to work at a boat that had been employed by Haganah, the Zionist military association, to sneak Jewish refugees into Palestine, after the British barricade. The boat was captured, and Kohlberg was detained in a British internment camp in Cyprus. Getting back to the U.S. in 1948, he enrolled at the University of Chicago. There he completed his B.A. and Ph.D. in psychology. During the course of his doctoral degree, Kohlberg got intrigued by Jean Piaget's work on the moral development of kids. As per Piaget, youngsters normally progress from a type of moral reasoning, dependent on the outcomes of any action, for example, discipline, to one that considers the actions of the doer. Kohlberg met 72 lower and working-class white young men, giving each an ethical confusion: which would it be okay for a needy man to steal away medications for his wife, who is close to death? The youngsters' reactions turned into the premise of his six-stage hypothesis of moral development. Kohlberg's theory of moral development. His theory of moral development is structured around how children develop their sense of morality and ethical reasoning. According to this theory, moral development takes place in a series of 6 steps. The theory also suggests that morality is based on the idea of justice. The level 1 of this theory is preconventional. In this stage, the child's moral reasoning is largely based on what is taught to him. His morality can be controlled and influenced externally by adult figures. In this stage, the child has not internalized the conventional moral lessons established in the society. Stage 1. Obedience and punishment orientation. This stage describes how the child wants to stay out of trouble, that is, punishments, and scolding due to which he obeys the rules. It also suggests that the degree of the punishment reflects to what degree is the action of the child wrong. Stage 2. Instrumental orientation. This is an incentive-based approach. The child seeks personal gain in this, and looks for a "what is in this for me" pattern. If he does a task, or obeys a certain instruction, he must be rewarded for it. This method would motivate him to continue to be morally correct. It's a give and take kind of pattern between the child and the adult figure. The next level of this theory is conventional. In this stage, the child's morality is affected by the relationships around him. He, or she, is asked to stay morally correct in order to gain and maintain positive societal relationships. Stage 3. Good boy, nice girl orientation. In this stage, children just want an approval and appreciation from others. They choose the paths which lead to approval and try to steer clear of disapproval. Stage 4. Law and order. In stage 4, the child just acknowledges rules and regulations due to their significance in keeping a working society. Rules are viewed just like something similar for everybody, and obeying the rules by doing what one is expected to do is viewed as significant and morally correct. Moral thinking in stage 4 is past the requirement for personal benefits displayed in stage 3. In stage 4, it is just something you are expected to do regardless of someone asking you to do it. The third and last level is the post-conventional level. In this level, people become separate entities from the society, and are capable of deciding which rules and regulations resonate with their personal principles. People become smart enough to question or disregard certain rules if they find them to be unjust. They move past the boundaries of conventional societal pressures and decide which rules do they want to follow. Stage 5. Social contract orientation. By this stage, people have their own beliefs, and it is preferable to mutually respect each other's opinions even if people don't see eye to eye on certain matters. Laws that are not in the favor of the majority of people are either improved or discarded. By stage 5, people become entitled to their own opinions, and nobody can be fed anything until they believe in it. Stage 6. Universal ethical principle orientation. In this stage, being morally correct for individuals is a personal choice, and not something they do to avoid punishment. People have abstract principles such as respect for everyone and justice for everyone, and if they disregard any of their own principles, they feel guilty and answerable. By this stage, morality is defined, and personal principles become the grounds of how an individual would function. They stay morally correct for themselves, and not to avoid the consequences. Certain laws are still the same for everyone, but morality and moral reasoning differs from person to person. This is the entire theory of moral development defined by Kohlberg. While this may not be the exact cycle for each individual, it is in fact true for a majority of people. This theory simply defines how the moral thinking of an individual is shaped over a period of time from childhood to adulthood. That is all about Kohlberg's theory of moral development. Do like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel, Explified.